So the fate of the troubled leader is really still up in the air with speculation that there may be extra hearings after the eighth and final hearing today. Let us discuss more with a legal expert An Jun-seong this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
So if Yoon's impeachment trial comes to an end with the last hearing today, the court will hold 1 or 2 sessions to hear the final arguments for both sides, right?
That's correct. The eighth and the last hearing is scheduled to be held later today, and then the final arguments should follow sometime next week. But the term, the final arguments, means that each party will have an opportunity to summarize its arguments and rebut the others. However, it is rather a procedural thing, and so that neither party can bring any new facts or arguments during that period. So number of sessions simply depends on how much time the Korean Constitutional Court think that each party needs and does not have any legal or significant effect on the merit of the impeachment case.
So additional hearings may be a variable, like our reporter Oh Soo-young mentioned, but can or will the appointment of Constitutional Court Justice nominee Ma Eun-hyuk delay the court's decision?
Well, no, actually, it's not at all. Justice appointment is a procedural matter, and which does not necessarily have any effect on the merit of the impeachment case. Ma Eun-hyuk's appointment simply means that the Korean Constitutional Court will have a full bench as required by the law. Any arguments on the appointment process and his political backgrounds are not legally significant in this case.
So that really shouldn't be a problem. Then do you think the trial will be wrapped up with a decision by the court by the end of the month, like our Oh Soo-young mentioned?
Well, as I explained earlier today, that it really depends on how the Korean Constitutional Court think on the procedural matter. In this respect, we need to wait and see until the end of today. Well, usually it took about 2 weeks for the court to make any final determination after hearing process is over. So we have to wait and see how really court decide today.
Well, some experts are saying that there will be 1 or at least 2 more additional hearings on top of the 8 scheduled so far. Now, if extended, how many more extra hearings do you think there will be?
Actually, number of session or the hearings is not really critical in this matter. So impeachment trial is not a criminal case where the prosecution need to prove evidence beyond reasonable doubt. As long as there's a Korean Constitutional Court find that there has been any illegal act made by Yoon Sung-yeol and is legally sufficient. So the different legal standard apply to the impeachment case. So it's more like a procedural things, I think, in terms of a substance matter, and the number of the hearing is not really critical, I think, in this case.
Well, as far as I'm understanding, is that Yoon is seeking for additional hearings. Will additional hearings work in favor of Yoon and his legal team?
Well, actually, it depends on what kind of the evidence they will introduce to the court in the. However, it depends on the once again testimony of the witness. But in this case, it's quite clear. This case, compared to the previous impeachment trial cases like Ma Eun-hyuk and Park Geun-hye, which was a little more complicated than this current case. This case is very clear, very simple issue about whether on December 3rd, and 2024, he actually had decisively to lead led the criminal act, which was challenges, right?
Alrighty, thank you so much for joining us, sir, this morning. You have a lovely day.
Thank you.